There are moments when everything inside us seems to collapse, when the weight of the world settles on our shoulders and even the simplest things become hard to carry. The heart races, the mind gets lost in endless thoughts, and anxiety steals the air from our lungs. In these moments, staying calm can seem like a distant dream. But the truth is, even in the midst of the greatest storm, there is a place of peace within you. And today, we will discover together how to reach it. If this message already makes sense to you, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we bring words that soothe the heart. When we face difficulties, our natural instinct is to try to solve everything at once. We want quick answers, immediate solutions. But life doesn't always operate at our pace. Now imagine a great tree during a storm. The winds blow fiercely, the rains beat against its leaves, but it remains firm. Not because it is immune to what happens around it, but because it has deep roots. It is down below, in the invisible, that it finds the strength to endure. You also have roots, and they are what sustain you on the hardest days. Now think, when a storm hits the sea, the surface of the waters is shaken by huge waves, but in the depths of the ocean, everything remains serene. This is how the human soul is. True calmness is not in external circumstances, but in what we cultivate inside ourselves. There is an old story about a young apprentice who sought his master in search of answers. The young man, distressed, said he could not find peace, that fear and anxiety dominated his heart. The master then took him to a lake. The water was murky, agitated by the winds. The master threw a small stone into the lake and said, "Watch." The young man kept looking. The waves spread, and the waters became even more confused. The master then said, "Now, wait." Minute after minute, the water began to calm. The waves ceased, and the surface, once tumultuous, became a perfect mirror. The master smiled and said, "This is your heart. When you stir everything up with fear, anger, and despair, you only create more confusion. But if you know how to wait, peace will be born again." If this touched you, leave your like now. It may seem like a small gesture, but it helps this message reach more hearts who need to hear it today. In difficult times, we want to act impulsively. We want to scream, run, force solutions. But sometimes the greatest strength lies precisely in pausing, in breathing, in trusting that not everything needs to be solved now. Remember, even the strongest seed needs some time in the dark to germinate. It does not fight the soil. It does not despair because it still cannot see the light. It simply trusts the process. And so is our soul. And you? Have you been trusting the process? If you feel comfortable, comment below. I trust my time. Let's build together a space of support and hope. Sometimes, when facing difficulties, we forget all that we have already overcome. But if you look back, you will realize you have crossed long nights. You have faced losses you thought you would never survive. You have risen again from falls that once seemed final. You are already stronger than you imagine. Life is wise. What wounds you today will strengthen you tomorrow. What seems like a delay today will reveal itself as protection tomorrow. What causes you pain today will teach you wisdom tomorrow. Believe there is a purpose, even in the moments you do not yet understand. And do not be afraid of silence. Silence is not a punishment. It is the space where the deepest answers are born. It is in the pause that we hear the voice of intuition. It is in the waiting that the soul matures. If at any moment this video brought you peace, share it with someone who also needs this message. Spreading calmness is an act of love. Calmness is not the absence of problems. It is the ability to keep the heart serene even amid chaos. And this is not conquered overnight. It is a daily choice. It is breathing deeply when anxiety screams. It is finding beauty even under a cloudy sky. It is remembering every day that the storm is temporary, but your strength is permanent. You do not need to have all the answers now. You do not need to win all battles today. You just need to take one step at a time. You just need to trust that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Calm your heart. Feel life flowing within you. Remember, you are stronger than any difficulty. Did this message touch you? Then watch the previous video as well, where we talk about how life protects you even in the moments you don't understand. I am sure that message will also warm your heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing this message to enter your day. Trust the process. Believe in your light. Everything you need is already on its way.